Hello Internet, and welcome to a new tutorial. Here's a little secret about me. My guilty pleasure in sound design is Beatrepeat and glitch-based effects. Like when Altar of Wisdom released his auto glitch Max for Life device, I've abused it. I've put it everywhere. I was ashamed of myself. It was literally everywhere. Because here's the thing, with these devices, you can create crazy fills, crazy answers to your main leads, especially when you're out of ideas. Like literally they shine when you don't have any ideas. Take your main lead, put it in a glitch-based device, and voila, you have a perfect answer to your main lead. And it's a crazy perfect answer. It's like 99% of the time, this thing will work. And for sure, with time, things balanced out and I've started to use them less than before, but I still use them a lot. And then I moved from Ableton to Bitwig, and I didn't find any Beatrepeat based or like glitch based device in Bitwig. And I thought to myself, okay, I can use Infiltrator and other multi-effects, but that's not the fun part of Bitwig, because Bitwig has FX Grid, and FX Grid is really fun, and I've wanted to create my own Beatrepeat, and I did. And so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I've created my own Beatrepeat / glitch-based device in Bitwig using the FX Grid. But before we dive into this tutorial, if you'd like to support the channel, you can consider becoming one of my Patreon, buy my presets on Gumroad, or just leave a like, comment, subscribe. Things like that helps the channel a lot, and content like this is posted every week and special content for my Patreons. Now, with that said, let's dive into this tutorial. Okay, so here we are in Bitwig, and for this tutorial I'm going to use a lead from my upcoming Vital Bank. This lead is a sample and hold based lead. I'm going to trigger it with the random arpeggiator I've created in an earlier tutorial. You can find the link to that in the description, and it sounds like this. Okay, pretty nice. Now I'm going to load the FX Grid and we will start creating our Beatrepeat. But before we do so, I have to give credit to Polarity because he inspired this tutorial by one of his tutorials. I'm going to leave a link to that. So yeah, thanks a lot, man. You've helped me a lot. And go check his videos. They're awesome. Okay, so how a Beatrepeat actually works. If you think of it this way, it's pretty simple. It's going to record chunks of the incoming audio according to a time division, and then it'll play it back according to that time division. So we're going to do exactly the same thing here in Bitwig using the recorder device, but we're going to give it 3 different time divisions to alter between them, just like in the auto glitch device from Altar of Wisdom. So to keep things simple, I'm going to add 3 time divisions, 1 and 4, 1 and 8, and 1 and 16th. So to do so, we need 3 recorders. I'm going to take the recorder and duplicate it. And now we need a way to trigger the recording of these recorders according to the 1 and 4th, 1 and 8th, 1 and 16th time division, and same thing for the playback. And luckily we have just the perfect module for that. It's in the data section called gates. So we basically need 6 of these modules, duplicated 3 times for now. So the first module will correspond to the 1 and 4th time division. So I'll set it to 4. The second one will correspond to 1 and 8th, I'll leave it on 8, and the third one will correspond to 1 and 16th. So I'll set it to 1 and 16th, just like so. And now we can duplicate each one of them. Okay, so this module will trigger the recording of the first recorder, and this module will record the playback of the first recorder. Same for the others. Just like so. As for the recording on the playback, the first one will trigger the first 2 chunks, and the playback will be the second 2 chunks. Basically, they will be offsetted. And we'll do the same thing for the 1 and 8th, just like so. And same for the 1 and on 16th. Trust me, if we're going to trigger the recording 4 times on the 1/16 time base, it's not going to sound that good, so I'm just going to take them off. But for sure, I will leave you to experiment when you finish this tutorial and go to your studio and start, replicating the device. So now we've set the recording and the playback triggers. We have the 3 recorders. Now we need to mix the output of these recorders. Pretty simple. We use the mixer module. Nothing too complicated in here. Now we need a way to dial a chance percentage for each of these recorders. And according to the chance modules that you will add, we need a way to output one of the 3 signals or time divisions that we have. And that's actually pretty simple to do in here. First off, we need the chance module. We'll take basically 3 chance modules. And the chance modules, since they are supposed to give us the chance of hearing one of these time divisions, or basically opening the mixer, we're going to trigger them with each of the playback gates in here. Because, we want to hear the playback output. So we'll do just like so. We'll take the playback gate and it's going to be set to the chance module. By the way, I need to fix something in here. As I said, they should be offsetted. So yeah, I didn't offset them correctly. Now, these chance modules, we need a way to output only one of these chance modules outputs, let's say, and, shut the others. So like, for example, if the 1 and 4 is outputting and there's the 1 and 8 that will output, we need a way to shut the 1 and 4th so the 1 and 8 can output. And luckily, there's just the module for that. In the logic section in here, we have an output called the nlatch. It'll allow trigger signals to alternate between multiple output states. So what will happen in here is that we will have 3 inputs and 3 outputs. When we'll trigger input number 2, let's say, it's going to shut output number 1, output number 3, and it's going to input one long gate signal out of this output. And when input 1 will get a trigger, it's going to shut output 2, output 3, and output one long gate signal from output 1. Hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just keep following and everything will get clear in a few. So let's route the chance modules to the corresponding inputs. So this is 1 and 4th, 1 and 8th, and 1 and 16th. And now we need a way to route the latch module to the mixer, and that's pretty easy. We'll use the modulator out module. Let's duplicate it 3 times, and 1 and 4th, 1 and 8th, and 1 and 16th. And now it's pretty easy. I'll just close all of the channels on the mixer, and 1 and 4th output will open the first channel, basically 1 and 4th, and same 1 and 8th, same for 1 and 16th. And just to make sure that we'll open them fully, I'll click on the FX grid in here. So I'll set the level 1 to 1%, basically 1, level 2 to 1, and level 3 to 1. Now, if I'll hit play, and let's just play with the chance module a little bit, check this out. Okay, nothing will happen. Why? Because we're hearing the dry signal. Let's take the output and link it to the mixer. Don't forget to route the input signal to the recorders, because then nothing will happen. Now check this out. Isn't this just awesome? We've just created like a Beatrepeat / glitch effect with ease, and we still didn't add any effect on the output of these recorders. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just add a chance module that will allow us to alternate between the dry and the wet signal. How to do so? I'm going to add, well, the chance module, first of all, just like so. And then actually I'm going to take the mixer in here, and basically I'm going to take, here's the dry signal, here's the wet signal, and the output to the output signal in here. The chance module will be routed to a modulator out, just like so, and the modulator out will actually close the dry signal and open the wet signal. So I'm going to turn off the wet signal, just like so, close the dry signal, open the wet signal, and close it to -1 and open it to 1. And now what I need to do is really simple. I need to take the output of these chance modules, because they are the one creating the glitch effect, and basically they are the ones on which we're going to base this chance effect upon to choose between, the dry and the wet signal. But we won't take the output of the latch module, because the latch module will send one long gate out. And if I'll take the output of this latch module, put it in a mixer and send it to the chance percentage in here, we're just going to get like one legato gate and the chance module won't work correctly. So basically, I'll take the chance module, these chance modules in here, send their output to a mixer, just like so. And the output of this mixer, I'm going to send it to the chance module. Let's check this out. Yes, I need to give them some chance in here. So now, isn't this just awesome? We've just created a Beatrepeat or glitch-based effect with ease in Bitwig's FX grid, and we've also added like an insert option, just like in Ableton's Beatrepeat, basically this chance module in here that alternate between the dry and the wet signal. And we've just basically used like few of the modules, and we still didn't add any crazy effects after the recorders, as I've said. And yeah, I think this is really fun, and I think this is another like one extra reason to love this software. And yeah, with this is the end of this tutorial. I hope you've liked it, and I hope we learned something new, and see you next time.